We're going to give you today our top 10 tips on what to do before a tattoo appointment. Probably going to have a few extras in there, so, let's see what happens. So let me start off this show today with just saying that I am not a tattoo artist. I'm just a tattooed guy that likes his ink. I've been getting tattoos since the 90s, and I get a lot of compliments on my ink. Wanted to do some stuff for you guys and throw out tips to the beginner. Maybe this is your first tattoo, so we're going to fill you in on some of the things that you need. We're going to assume at this point that you've already booked your tattoo appointment. You gave your deposit, you're all set and ready to go. Now, you might have a month, maybe 2 months, depending on the tattoo artist, before your tattoo appointment. If you happen to be one of the lucky ones that can do a same day, and you're maybe going to get paid next Friday, so you get a little bit of time to plan for it, here's where you want to start. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure you stay hydrated. I don't know about you, but I have a hard time choking down water. I think you're supposed to drink like a gallon of water a day, and to be honest with you, I'm lucky if I drink 2 bottles, maybe even sometimes 1. So if you're that person, and you also struggle, make sure you drink water. You got to drink water for a week before you go and try to get as much water in as you can. What this is going to do is it's going to hydrate your skin. It's going to make your skin a little bit more supple, and it's going to make it easier for the tattoo artist to push ink into your skin. The next thing you want to do is you want to take some time to do some exfoliating of your skin. There are products out there. Mad Rabbit does one. I think there's a couple other ones. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but there are products out there. Now, if you don't want to do any type of product, I'm sure your wife, girlfriend has some type of exfoliating scrub or loofah in the shower. I don't know, maybe. If you're the type of person that maybe doesn't want to smell like the flavor of the month, the candy cane, sugar cookie, whatever it is this month, you could just use basic soap and do a loofah sponge and it'll do the same thing. The only exception to that would be the day before and the day of. You don't want to put any type of abrasion on the skin, i.e. razor burn. Speaking of razor burn or abrasions, you definitely want to stay out of the sun. Do not go to your tattoo appointment with sunburn. I know you can do it, but you don't want it. Trust me, I did it. Tattoos already hurt to begin with. There's no need to add any extra to it. So if you can, stay out of the sun the week before. Try to go in there without any type of sunburn. The next thing you want to do is you want to moisturize your skin every day. I would suggest moisturizing when you get out of the shower and maybe before you go to bed. For moisturizer, I would use an Aveeno Unscented formula. It's out at the market. You can get it anywhere. Why I'm saying to use the Unscented is because you're gonna need that later down the road, and we'll get to that later as we do the aftercare. The next thing you wanna do is you wanna contact your tattoo artist. You wanna verify that you have the correct date and time and make sure that you arrive a little bit early. Don't arrive late, don't arrive on time. Their time is valuable and we don't wanna waste anybody's time. You also want to make sure that you bring your reference pictures or any type of drawings, photos, whatever, with you. You don't want to have to scramble around and try to find some type of reference point, when you get there to the tattoo shop. Now, the tattoo artist should have all this done already, but there's always a possibility of some changes. So it's always better off to have your reference pictures with you. And then this way, you're happy, they're happy. You can move on and start the process. The next thing I'm going to tell you is to go ahead and go to the store prior to you getting the tattoo. What you're going to do is you're going to want to get antibacterial soap, unscented. And what this is for is not only to clean your tattoo, but you also want to use this antibacterial soap every day before you put any new type of lotion or cream onto your tattoo. You can go ahead and do Sanoderm, which you can also buy at Walgreens or Walmart, any of the other stores. There are some other types of films out there that do work. Now, I've used Sanoderm before, and to be honest with you, I liked it, and I also didn't like it. So here's why. I'm a bigger guy. I tend to sweat a little bit more. So for me, it seemed like every time I would sweat, that it would move around or wouldn't stick right, or God forbid you touch it in the wrong spot and it doesn't want to stick on a corner. So, it does work really good. And I'm sure if your tattoo artist recommends it, he'll show you how to put it on properly so you don't mess it up. But I also did find that if you use it on an area that bends a lot, let's say like an elbow or knee, it tends to not stick as well. So that might be something to take into consideration when you're looking at your aftercare products. So speaking of aftercare products, we're going to look for Aquafor. Now, this is my own personal choice. There are other things out there you can use, bacitracin. I think there's a couple of different variables that you could use. Somebody said Vaseline. I don't know if I'd necessarily go with Vaseline. I was always told to not use, the petroleum products, but Hey, to each his own, right? Aquafor just seems to work the best for me. I use Aquafor for the first 3, maybe 4 days after I get my tattoo. Once I get past that point, I will move on to, here we go, I brought it up earlier, the Aveeno Unscented lotion. I'll use the Aquafor for the first 3 days, and then after that, I'll use the Aveeno from day like 3 through possibly 10. Now, sometimes it's a little bit shorter, sometimes it's a little bit longer. What you're really trying to do is you're just trying to keep that new tattoo moist. And you want to use this lotion until that last little chunk of skin falls off. Very important, folks. If you've never had a tattoo before, do not pick at the scab. Sorry, we got to talk to you like a little kid sometimes, but I know how people are. They want to pick, and that's not good. What you're going to do is you're actually going to cause scarring on the tattoo, which is obviously not what you want to do, right? I mean, you just paid all this money to get a brand new tattoo, and then here you are, you're going to go ahead and pick a scab. So, hey, it's up to you, right? Anyway, hey everybody, if you think this video is bringing value, please make sure you smash that like and subscribe button so you can get more updates from us later. The next part that's really important is to make sure you get a good night's sleep. Sounds kind of obvious, right? But, if you don't get a good night's sleep, you're going to go into this and you're going to be a little bit tired and a little run down. Now, your body's actually going to take a little bit of a beating during the tattoo process. Your blood sugars and a bunch of other things are going to happen during the process. So you really want to make sure you get a good night's sleep. Once you do that, you're going to kind of go into this, full head of steam, be ready to rock and roll. Now, the other part that's super important is to make sure you have a good meal. It's really, really important to go in there with a full stomach. I'm not talking about like sitting down at the country buffet or whatever, and, Thanksgiving belt tightening meal, but have a good meal in you. Because again, blood sugars, all these other things that'll happen during the process are going to really affect you. This is where sometimes you'll hear about people, passing out or getting low blood sugar and stuff like that. Well, that's probably because they didn't eat before they went, which is super important, folks. I mean, I wouldn't be bringing it up if it wasn't. The other part that's really important is don't go in there drunk or on drugs, okay? First of all, you don't want to have alcohol in your system because alcohol will actually make your blood thin. So you'll have this little bit of a tendency to maybe, bleed out a little extra color because your blood's thinned down from the alcohol. Not a good idea. You're paying all this money for a tattoo. So why would you want to go in there and ruin it before you even get anywhere, right? Drugs, hey, it's a whole other subject that, we don't need to get into because this is that type of show. So another good point to bring up while you're at the store picking up your Aveeno and your Aquafor is to grab snacks, grab some water, grab Smart Water, Gatorade. And here's a bonus tip for you folks. Call your tattoo artist and say, hey, is there any snack or drink you'd like me to pick you up? A little common courtesy will go a long way. Now, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but this day and age, shit happens, right? Make sure you take a shower, put deodorant on, make sure you brush your teeth, little scope, maybe a Tic Tac, depending on where you're getting that tattoo, maybe they're near your armpit or maybe they're on you're at your shoulder and you turn to look at them, which you really shouldn't do anyway, but people do. And you got dragon breath and you're all, so look, take a shower, put some deodorant on and maybe a little spark of some Tic Tac or something. Hey, won't hurt. You're somebody that's like a werewolf like myself. Maybe you want to hit it with the clippers before you head out. You're getting on your arm, leg, maybe your back, maybe your chest area, and you're a pretty hairy person. You might want to hit it with the clippers. Now, you really don't want to do the razor thing. Let them do the razor part because they know how to do the razor part where they're not going to give you razor burn or bumps. So just hit it with the clippers. I'm sure your tattoo artist will appreciate that. If you're gonna do a long session, and depending on the spot you're getting, right? Might need a little pillow. Maybe if you're doing your leg and you gotta keep your leg propped up or on your back and you gotta, lay face down. So you might wanna take a little pillow with you. Typically it's not sanitary, so most tattoo artists will wrap their pillow for you with a little saran wrap or something. It is something to take into consideration if you're in that position. Now, one of my last tips is going to be if you're the antisocial type or maybe your tattoo artist is, hey man, we know there are people out there like that. They really don't want to shoot the shit the whole time. You got a 5-6 hour session. Maybe you run out of stuff to talk to. It's always a good idea to bring some headphones, some music, possible, movie on your phone. A lot of tattoo places these days have movies and all that stuff for you, but it's always safe to bring it anyway, just to make sure. This way, you know, conversation dwells, or like I said, that person's really not social to begin with, or you're not social, you got something to do, right? 6 hours, man, it's gonna be a long time. You're gonna get bored, trust me, been there. And last but not least, make sure you have your money with you. Whatever your form of payment is, make sure you have it. Bonus, bonus, bonus tip. Make sure you tip your tattoo artist. It'll go a long way, especially if you plan on getting another tattoo from the person. You'd be surprised how many people think it's okay not to tip your tattoo artist. It is not. They are a service industry. They're here serving a business need for you. So make sure you tip your tattoo artist. I don't mean to be all foo-foo with some of this stuff, but I'm trying to make these videos for everybody. The rest of us old dirty bikers didn't really care. You would go in there and didn't care what the shop looked like, didn't have any stuff, didn't have any snacks, didn't have any aftercare set up. But tattoos these days are for everybody. Everybody has them now. And to be honest with you, I think some of us old guys that are holding on to some of these tips, you know, should be a little bit more lenient on letting some of these tips go, because we want you to enjoy the tattoo just as much as we did.